Whiskey River, take my mind. Whiskey River, take my mind. Drowning in a whiskey river.
We're foam rolling or not rolling. I ain't moving. This thing's vibrating. Trying to get rid of a little bit of headache here. Friday night having fun? Yeah, you're ready. He's always here, guys. My trusty Steve, right? Yeah. Uh-huh. Always here, right? Yeah. Couple of men with beards. Yeah. Look at that beard. Look at that beard. Everybody's jealous of that. Look at that. I'm telling you, you don't know how cool that is. You don't know how cool that is. Everybody watching this video right now is jealous of you. Yeah, they are. Yeah. Does Muffin the cat have a beard? No, she doesn't. She doesn't. Muffin doesn't have a beard. Only you and me. Yeah. Yeah. Mom too, but don't tell anybody. Don't leave me. Don't leave. She's gone.
Like a making a big old pot of coffee when you ain't my strings, cause the dirt don't hurt. That old man upstairs, oh, where's the crooked smile? Staring down on the chaos he's created. Said, son, if you ain't having fun, just wait a little while.
One, go.
Everybody to be high in a coconut tree, laying low, just my baby and me. Sunny skies, far as I can see, as far as I can see. High in a coconut tree, high in a coconut tree, laying low, just my baby and me. Sunny skies, far as I can see. And my memories all haunted, but it's her I have to thank on my song. Every day I'm smoking my brain hazy, all I can do of everything, all that I've become. Level up my medicate, some might find, tell me that that's alright. Bobby played his guitar on the harder side of town, where it's hard for a poor boy to find the money. He had dedication, he had the heart and soul. Somehow I knew I'm gonna be somebody someday. You can bet your heart
All right, guys, that wraps up Friday night. Me and Harley are still out here. Say hi. Say hi. Yeah, he's going to say hi. He's going to come over here and say hi. Going into the training session, man, I'm really sore from Wednesday. If you saw Wednesday's training session, I promised myself that all I would do on Wednesday was my front squat routine and Viking press and get out of there. So that's exactly what I did. I think adding the extra bands on the front squats, I don't want to say killed me, just made them that much more effective, to be honest. So if you saw my training on the front squats, notice that I added extra band tension. And if you're doing something similar, you owe it to yourself to try it with the extra band tension on the top. So, and the Viking press, for some reason, it just set me on fire. I know that I rested much less than normal. I just flew through it, but I didn't. It wasn't like I've cut myself food short or sleep short. I had 2.5 pounds or more of chicken breast on Wednesday, along with carbs and avocados and fats and things like that. So, you know, I ate good quality protein that digested well. I did something very similar. I ate maybe a kilo, so another 2 pounds of pork tenderloin on Thursday, really lean. Lots of vegetables, oils, potatoes, and rice as well. And I'm painfully sore. Glutes, hams, my erectors from the top of my neck all the way to sacrum, my hips. And I don't mean spine, I mean the erectors right down the middle, and then my lats all the way across. All of my lats are just completely fried, and front delts as well. So, and I've eaten well today. You know, I slept 8 hours last night, or I was in bed at least for 8 hours. But so the plan to come out here today, and it's been raining all day. So I know you can see that from the videos. It's been raining all day. My stones are a little wet, and I've been complaining that my biceps and everything are just a little bit kind of tender. So I didn't want to push the biceps. Don't need to risk it on a wet stone. My body's really sore, so I just wanted to come out and do the stones. I wanted to feel better when I finished than I did when I began. So that's what I did. Had fun, set up my little alcohol, my bar over here. I picked up a bottle of Maker's Mark this week. It was on sale, and it's just a quick reminder that Maker's Mark is just absolutely amazing. That was my granddad's bourbon, Maker's Mark. Such a great price, great flavor. It's got a kick to it. Just really stands out. Of course, I mean, I've had tons and tons of fluid before and during and after training. So, so I was setting up log, and I had a couple of options. I could either do 3 sets of 3, or I could do a max 3 strict. And going through warm-ups, I'm talking to myself, and I'm telling myself, you know, the 3 sets of 3 is something I haven't done in a while. But my PR on the 3 sets of 3 and my PR on a max 3 are the same, just because I haven't done both of them in a long time. The 1 set of 3 is going to be a lot easier on my body, a lot less risk on biceps, elbows, shoulders, my back. It keeps taking a pounding from overhead press. So that's what I did. I put the number on there that I needed to hit for a PR triple strict. It went well. I think from the video you can probably see I had at least another rep in me, and I could have added another couple of kilos as well. So, you know, I'm right on target to just keep knocking out the PRs that I need. You know, it felt good. Finished that off. Of course, my wife is gone. She came home mid-training, and then she had to leave again to go pick up my son. And then finished off with some abs. I got to keep getting those abs working really well, and then I want to keep doing some bouncing around out here. Of course, I still have that dream of fighting again one day. And you know, I found that, I think I mentioned this the other day, jumping rope absolutely kills my back. The pounding on my spine, going down the stairs, hurts my spine. And I do mean hurt. It's not just, it's uncomfortable, it hurts. But I found that, you know, the way, at least one of the stances you can fight in with one leg kind of to the side, you know, legs kind of staggered a little bit. when I bounce up and down that way, it doesn't apply near as much pressure on my spine. It's a lot more hips, quads, hams, and back muscles. And then I've got this thing on my legs, between my legs, if you saw in the video. I've had it for a long time and I just haven't had anything to do with it. And then so I've been putting that on my ankles and bouncing around, and it makes my glutes and hips fire like crazy. So there's no reason not to slip it on. If I'm just gonna do, you know, a good 5-6 minutes of bouncing out here and get some hip work in, and again, it takes the pressure off my spine. So hope the guys back in Kentucky are taking notice. This old fat guy is getting in shape. So no, man, there's a couple of guys there, you know, a world champion, it's an ex-student of mine. I've got another student, best friend, training partner of mine that has never stopped training in martial arts. And he's in great shape, and I suspect he's gonna beat me pretty bad for the first time ever when I go back. But he needs to be wearing a black belt, and I need to be the person that gives it to him. So, and there's another guy that runs a school in my old area that I can't wait to meet. He's a 57 kilo guy, so like it's what, 125 pounds. Easily one of the best in the world, easily, lightning fast, and it really won't matter how hard I hit him. Even if I get lucky once, he's used to being hit, and he's lightning fast. But you know, if I can touch gloves with those guys and get in the ring and survive for 2 minutes each with those guys, man, that's a huge success, isn't it? Huge success just to do that. So I mean, for me, after everything else that I've gone through, to get back in the ring with those guys, you know, just because they're friends is big, you know. And that's the big thing about martial arts. You want to go out and touch gloves with your best friends. That's how we say hello. That's how people who lift weights, strong men, guys who have home gyms, that's how we say hello to old friends. Hey, let's get together and train, you know. And if you are in martial arts, come on, man, let's put some pads on. Let's get together and put some pads on and spar, you know. And that's one of the beauties about those two sports. That's just absolutely amazing. So I really can't wait. Hopefully be back in the States this summer and get to touch gloves with those guys. But I got to get in shape, got to be healthy, and my legs have to be able to move. So my calves are on fire right now. You know, I can train calves at the gym and I don't feel my calves at all. I feel it in my feet and toes, like a painful tendon type thing. I can do this here, my calves are on fire. That's super productive. Cardio, it's fun, it's martial arts, get me prepared for something, and it's therapeutic. So what else do you need? Anyway, guys, I'm gonna take everything, get everything secured out here, and I'm gonna get back inside, do a little bit of work, and start preparing for the Kentucky game Saturday, and hopefully in the gym on Sunday. So enjoy it, guys. See you Sunday. All right, let's see what we got here. Try it one more time. Man, that Maker's Mark is just Maker's Mark. Really, it's here because, well, it's here, and I like Maker's Mark. And on a training day, got to begin a training session with some Kentucky water for my bloodline. It's just freaking good bourbon. You can't really compare it to the others. It's different than all the others. This right here, 48% extreme peat, extreme smoke. It is pretty smooth, but I know it's not as smooth as this one. That's just really, it's unique, it's different. People are going to hate it, and people are going to love it, and there's really going to be not much of an in-between. I really like it because I like the extremes. Same reason why I like the Makers, that extreme rye and the 90 proof, 45% makes it unique. This is peat and smoke, but 16 years and 43%. So it has the peat and smoke, not as much as this, but quite a bit, but it's still really freaking smooth. It's got a little bit of burn, but not much, really not much. And this Johnny Walker Double Black, I like this one because it is a whiskey. It has just a hair of peat, a little bit of smoke, but mostly it's like Scotch whiskey but it's got a little bit of bourbon flavor in it because I think the double black is, second barrel is put in is a bourbon barrel. So it's kind of a mix between a good solid basic bourbon and a scotch. It's really in between. So if you're not for sure which one you like, this is really solid. As far as price goes, this is the cheapest. And then this one, and then this one, and then you got a pretty big jump over here to this one, but it's a 16-year-old scotch. If I could only drink one, I like all of them a lot. Of course, I can't only drink one. The next one I'm going to buy will be this one. I'm almost out. Almost out. And it's so unique. So unique. It's got a kick to it. Lots of peat, lots of smoke. You can smell it. I can smell it while I'm training. As I'll set this up when I'm doing Atlas stones or sandbags, and I can smell the glass with this in it from feet away. And I really like that. Makers, it's hard not to buy. It's so cheap, good price, strong, and it's unique. Again, you either love it or you hate it, to be honest. And you can mix it with a Coke. You like mixed drinks, and the flavor of Makers is going to cut through. That you're really gonna taste. Look, Evelyn, don't mix this with anything. I don't even put an ice cube in here, though. I've heard you can drop an ice cube in it, and it brings out some flavors. I'll set it in a glass, let it set for a few minutes, and it does even open up a little bit better. But it's just it's really, really quality. If you like some peat and you like some smoke, but you want something really, really smooth that doesn't have a punch to it, hard to go wrong with this. And the double black, if you want a decent whiskey, but you want to have a little bourbon flavor in with it as well, you can't go wrong with this. This is really solid, worth a try, especially for the price, guys. Especially for the price. Enjoy. All right, guys, it's about 3 a.m. Winding things down. I've had a bunch of food, cooked, cleaned, got everybody in bed, like in bed. And I'm here about to sit and watch something on the TV. We've been watching For All Mankind. I finished season 1 last night. Man, talk about a show. I cried like a baby at the end of season 1. But this is what I do here normally at night. I'm sitting here. I've got 2 yoga mats. I've got all my, and look at him. He's never far. The cat's on her way. But I'll lay on that. And then what I do a lot of times at night, because I still got a headache and a spinal ache. I've got this metal thing right here. I had a client that sent me this. Anyway, Bear, I really appreciate this. Mazad, man, you know who you are. I use this nonstop all the time. I lay on it and just roll my neck, and I can roll down my spine. And I don't mind pain at all. So it digs into wherever I need it to in my shoulder blades and down through my erectors, and it's absolutely wonderful. So I use that. And of course, I've still got my orange foam roller here as well. Never goes very far. And then I've got this little thing as well. Let's see if it charges. It vibrates like crazy. You can lay on this and this will vibrate. If I've got a nerve pain in my neck or some kind of pain like that, that thing's magical. But I'm sitting here in nothing but my Fruit of the Looms and my deadlift socks. Of course, my Cerberus Strength deadlift socks. Have you ever seen me without my Cerberus Strength deadlift socks on? Serious question. But laying in the floor, trying to figure out what is out of whack and manipulate that before I go to bed. I'll do another set of abs as well, just to kind of get everything tightened a little bit in my big fat belly, and take some food to bed with me, as always. Try to recover as best I can, because the next training session has already begun. So I need to start preparing for it as soon as possible. It's really important, guys. If you are serious about your training, don't just think about your training on that day or just when you get to the gym. When you finish the training session before that, the next training session has already begun. So do something to get you better. You can practice technique for the next training session. I'm sitting here because I know tomorrow I'm probably going to have some kind of upper back, rear delt, and low back soreness. So I'm trying to get a little bit of that out tonight, trying to figure out what's out of place tonight before I go to bed, so I give myself the best opportunity, the best chances for success to feel decent on Saturday. I'll do the same thing a couple of times on Saturday. And this is great. You see all the toys? I've got toys, which means I normally have kids down here on the floor with me. And of course, I got Harley back here, and the cat's on her way. She's sitting in the chair right over there. But so multitasking with family, laying in the floor and working things out, getting your body feeling halfway decent for the next training session tomorrow or the next day. Always be thinking about the future, guys. All this stuff that we learn in life, we can transfer over to the gym, and all this stuff we learn in the gym, we can transfer over into life. Great things to teach your kids as well. Anyway, I want to watch something on the tube and get to bed. Catch you guys later.